All right, what's up, you ball, 8 ball looking, egg shaped, shiny head bastard? How are you?
I'm a Telly Savalas wannabe. How's that sound? I don't think anybody knows who that is.
Yeah,
So you remanicured too. I give you
I
credit for
did. I did. I wasn't really happy with I guess my level of commitment. We started, and this was on purpose. We started with the number one clip on the buzzers because how many kids do you think in total ended up getting a whack at us?
that. It was. I mean, in total, we had at least 30, if not
30
more.
kids. So you can only imagine 30 very excited, like 7, 8, 9 year olds jabbing at your skull with it would have gotten pretty ugly pretty quick. But
I got a when Coach Rich was shaving me up. He's like, "Yeah, you got nicked." So
I
somebody
did too. Yeah, I have
did
it.
a
I
little
got.
ripping and tearing. Yeah,
But hey, man, you got to break some eggs to make an omelet, so to
right.
speak. But dude, it was pretty good, man. But yeah, I wasn't really satisfied with my level of commitment. I came home, took the guard off.
Cleaned it up.
Yeah, everything was cool. Melissa's on board. She's been very supportive of my my new look. My 4 year old Scarlett, she's been cool. She's just been making fun of me. And Avery, my 2 year old, she won't come near me.
I told you, I walked in the house and Jack was sitting on the couch, and he looked up at me and he was like, "Ugh." So disappointed in you. And of course, the kid's got more hair than a wig shop. So
He's got enough hair for the both of you guys. Come on.
yes, yes, he does.
Yeah,
Yes,
every
he does.
time. So I went to Scarlett's soccer game right from the fundraiser, and I had my hat on, because I knew better. And Avery saw me. She runs up, Daddy, gives me a big hug. And I walk her over to the group, and my in laws were there. They're like, let's see, take off the hat. I take it off. Avery goes, put your hat on, put your hat on. I had to put my hat on to put her to sleep last night.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I met my father and my sister and my brother-in-law out at Brotherton Brewery out in Echo, and I had my hat on. I got walk in. They're like, "Let me see it." And I'm like, "Really?" Pull the hat off. They're like, "Wow, you really went at it." I go, "We didn't mess around.
Nah, man, you went
Did
hard
it
in
the
the
right way,
paint. You
big
used
time."
that what that thing the thing Rich had. What is
Yeah,
that thing?
it wasn't a head blade, but it was like an electric shaver for
For
the
your
hair.
head though. So it had
Yeah,
like those three big
yeah,
like shaving discs on it. Dude, you were
yeah.
shiny
It's
pretty
like an
quick.
electric razor, big time.
Yeah, I applaud
So
your level of commitment.
yeah, I know. I mean, I'm looking at the glare from my lights here. Yeah,
Ah, my
I had to go get
eyes.
some. Yeah,
The good thing
I
is
should, you have to wear sunglasses.
the shine on your head really takes the attention off your face. So things are looking
That's
good.
why I did it. People were
Um,
going, oh, and it's not because of my face.
dude, so I wanted to jump on real quick, and first and foremost, what do we want to say, Coach?
Thank you. Like
Thank you.
you can't really. Thank you isn't good enough. It's
No,
like it's a big hug. Thank you, and man, it was. I mean, think about where we were. We're like, we could probably get 3 grand. We
dude,
could
that
probably
was
get
like, yeah. So that was the first. We've only had the fundraiser live for what,
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
So when you did it by yourself, you did it 2 years ago, the first time, right?
We were
We
over. I think it was over 2,500 we raised.
Yeah, so we shot for $500, and you ended up like up around 2,500. And this time I was like, maybe if I put my head on the chopping block, it'll sweeten the pot a little bit. And
But now I'm waiting to hear that. See, I'm worth 5 grand, and you're only worth 2,500 because we.
nah, look, I we always have to top it, right? So
Yeah.
when I looked at what we did 2 years ago, I was like, all right, let's go for 3 grand. Because you also, you don't want to get crazy and ask too much of people. When we hit 3 grand, we hit 3 grand what in like the first 3 days or something crazy.
Yeah, it was like 4 days. I think we were over 2,500 in 3 days, and we hit 3,000 at like day five or six. And we're a lot of hammering it out there. Gotta go, gotta go, go. End the class. Hey, check the links if you need it. I'll send you the links and so forth. And a lot of people really. It's a really awesome that when we have a common goal that's for good, how
Yeah,
we all come together, man. That speaks volumes to everybody that donated and stuff, and just the people that reached out and said, "Hey, what you're doing is awesome."
yeah.
not everybody has a few shekels. I understand that, but the support means even more because people are sharing the link out.
Right. So I wanted to say like we at least me personally, I shared some things, and when we got closer to the event, I went a little bit harder in the paint, but we weren't like we didn't rent out billboards on the highway. We weren't like going door to door. We weren't pushy, we weren't crazy about it, but our students really went hard in the paint for us. Like everybody was sharing with like all their networks, and so let's do this, dude. We shot for $3,000, right? So the total, with the online donations, we got to 7,580. And then at the event, people that either didn't know about it because they're not on social media or didn't get a chance to donate, they gave us over $200 in cash. So now that brings the total to $7,790. Man, almost $8,000. That's incredible. And if you guys don't know what we were raising funds for, so St. Baldrick's, I mean, I think the backstory of how they started was this: like a bunch of buddies, like in Boston, I'm gonna guess, we're sitting around like drinking, getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, and they just had the idea of like having a fundraiser, I guess, like between buddies, and it was around St. Pat. It's in March, so it's like a play on St. Patty's mixed with bald. And it exploded because what a good idea. What a great way to get people excited, get people engaged. So I want to ask you, man, we were like in the mix yesterday. I thought we were about to get, I felt like a mix between like a rock star and like a soccer player who missed like the winning goal in Liverpool or something. It was like, it was excitement, but it was getting kind of hostile.
We're sitting there front row, and the kids are getting closer, and the crowds are put. I've been to a lot of shows. It was the same kind of push. I was waiting for the pit to start going. Everybody's circling around and stuff.
Yeah.
But the kids were the funniest was the look on the kids' faces. Especially when their name gets called, and they're going, "What about me? What about me?"
Yeah.
And some were kind of scared. And so, they're holding it backwards, or they're trying to shave you with the cord.
Or just stabbing you like Michael Myers.
But the kids got in, they had fun with it, and they all really wanted to partake in it.
So if you guys weren't there, the way we did it, all the kids got to write their name on a piece of paper. We threw it in a big bucket, and Coach Pete and I sat side by side on the chopping block, so to speak, and we'd have somebody in the crowd pull a name. That kid got to come up. Some of them were, of course with me, I think the first one was just a swipe right down the center, but they left like a little curl in the front. And I look over.
That comb over was
yeah. I look over at my wife. I look at Melissa, and she's like, and I was like, oh no, this is going to be bad. And then, so what we do, we go back and forth. And then we let them choose who they want to swipe. But by the end of it, we just handed it to everybody, and everybody's like, meow, 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 taking swipes at us. It was really cool,
How
man.
did Andrew Ecker get in there? I have no idea how.
Because he's a sneak.
He's a sneaky guy.
He probably planted like nine different name tags in there. Bastard. But, dude, it was a cool event. Now, our job is this, and we are open to suggestions. 2022, we've got to really go over the top. So what do you think is going to be a good, attainable but lofty goal in terms of fundraising?
I kind of liked what we did with this one, where we said, okay, we set it at 500 over. So, even if we set it at $8,000, the way we did with this, I don't think it wouldn't be attainable.
I like that.
With the support that we have, it's not like we're saying, hey, we're going for 12,000 this time. No, throw in an extra $500, challenge everybody. And if we start, if you think about it, if we just start promoting it now, for next year, that's every time you get extra change in your pocket, you throw it in a jar. You have a year basically to throw a bunch of change in a jar, take it to the machine, roll them up, whichever you want to do it. And instead of having to go the week of, you're looking for $100 here or there.
Yeah,
dude, you got a jar you've been throwing money.
I get it, man. So let it be known. this time every year around March, end of March, we're going to be doing this awesome fundraiser for an amazing cause, an amazing organization. I like the idea of $8,000. I would like to shoot for 10, but what we need to ask from you guys is let's use some creativity. All right. So yeah, obviously we'll put a couple heads on the chopping block. Hopefully mine will come back. If mine comes back, I will gladly put it back on the chopping block. Fingers crossed. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll definitely maybe we could get Tony to shave his head next time.
Now, look, I love Tony. He's my brother. His answer to no,
dude,
couldn't have been.
He was like, I've never heard him so negative in my entire life.
No, absolutely not. I can't do it.
He dropped a hard F-bomb, went real hard in the paint. No, F no. Maybe we could get him next time.
We can't do James either because he's already there.
Yeah, he's already in April.
We'll have to tie Battle down, but he'll end up on our back. So we'll have to figure something out,
But the thing is this, let's get creative. So yeah, we'll do a head shaving. Maybe we could do some like seminars. Maybe we could do some crazy ice bath challenges. We could do something really cool. But let's get creative and let's really up the stakes next year.
I think that's a great idea. And we talked afterwards where it was like, wow, we really went above and beyond on this one. We're gonna have to step it up next year, and it can't just be shaving the heads. We gotta have to put a twist in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. But just want to say thank you, Coach. Thanks to everybody that took part, and it was a real feel good moment. And I know the kids had a good time, so it was a win all around.
It's a good time. It's good to see everybody. Look, we all came together, common cause, and it just shows you just what happens. And it's not just our environment, because if you look at the list of names on there, I don't know a bunch of them.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. We went into the network. We went deep.
Yeah, and I will say it's funny. Friday, my cousin Alphonse calls me from upstate New York. Send me the link. I gotta shave that thing off your face.
Yeah.
So that's great. If we can, we have a year now. The fact that we have a year really gives us the opportunity we could do little things throughout the year.
We'll plan it out. We'll come up with some really good ideas.
I think that's a great idea.
All right, old man. Thanks. I'm gonna go dye some eggs with my girls. They'll probably end up wanting to dye my head.
I don't blame you. You need to.
But it happens.
I'm going to Home Depot, maybe Bed Bath & Beyond. There may not be enough time.
I don't know if there'll be enough time. All right, man. Have a good Sunday. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good. See you guys tomorrow. Good job, guys.